Hello, everyone. My name is Motohiro Nakajima, and I am an associate professor of psychology at Eikei University of Hiroshima. Thank you very much for having us today, and I will be talking about our university and its curriculum and the admission. Eikei University is a newly established public university that was opened in 2021. And this is the fourth year the school has been in operation, and for the first time, all grades from freshmen to seniors are here on campus. Our department is called Social System Design. It literally means to create new system in society. It has been said, as you know, that in the future, there will be more social issues that cannot be solved by existing social framework, and that artificial intelligence will take lead on addressing social issues that can be solved by currently existing systems. So based on this, the aim of our department, Social System Design, is to nurture and foster individuals who will take on social issues that cannot be solved by existing social frameworks and contribute to changing society for the better. We currently have an undergraduate program, and we would like to note that we do not have a master's program. We do not have a doctoral program at this point. As from the name of the university, our university is located in Hiroshima. Hiroshima is famous for its long history and rich culture. We have two World Heritage Sites. One is the historic Itsukushima Shrine, and the other is Atomic Bomb Dome. You may have a chance to touch on peace education outside the campus. In addition, Hiroshima is surrounded by rich nature, such as mountains, rivers, sea, and many, many islands. So people in Hiroshima enjoy their lives through taking advantages of its history, culture, and geographical location. And this is what makes the city much more fun. So now I'm going to talk about some characteristics about our university. First is the liberal arts subjects that are focused on SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. There are more than 25 full-time faculty members in our university, and each of them has their own expertise. I'm a social psychologist, and there are faculty members whose expertise is in sociology, anthropology, philosophy, and so on and so forth. This enables students to learn social issues from various academic perspectives with multiple angles. Next, the university offers active learning in small classes. Active learning is a class format that incorporates a proactive learning environment for each student. For example, in my class, I divide students into groups of 4 and 5. I give some questions or tasks, and I first ask students to work on those tasks individually. After some time, I asked students to conduct group discussions to share their own opinions. And after that, I asked each group to summarize their thoughts and share them with other groups. And at the end, I join the discussion and sort of reflect what has been shared. This is just my own experience, and each faculty member has their own way of teaching. But what I want to say here is that each faculty member is responsible for developing the environment which students can actively learn. All of our liberal arts courses are offered in both Japanese and English. For example, classes that I teach are offered in both languages as well. For example, on Mondays, I teach Introduction to Psychology in Japanese. On Wednesdays, I teach the same class in English. So students can take classes according to their own interest and objectives. Now, let me talk about our curriculum with the focus on competencies. So we have a curriculum to gain useful skills in the real world. There are 5 competencies, or we call it core competencies, that students are expected to gain by the time they graduate. What I mean by this is that specialized and/or academic knowledge that students learn in university are not automatically enable students to apply them immediately in the real world settings. Competencies are, for example, qualities and abilities to apply the specialized and/or academic knowledge in the university settings to the real world. While there are a variety of competencies, our university focuses on 5 competencies: foresight, strategy, global collaboration, energetic drive, and self-improvement. So how do our students cultivate their competencies? I'm sorry, this is a busy slide, but I would like to say that we focus on the what's called academic input classes, which are highlighted in blue, and we have practical output courses, which are highlighted in yellow. And going back and forth between these two areas is part of our curriculum. So these are academic inputs classes, such as Introduction to Social System Design, Legal Mind, and Diversity and Multiculturalism. And also some ICT data science classes are included in academic input classes. With respect to practical output courses, there are 2 of them. One of them is called Project-Based Learning, PBL. PBL deals problems that are actually faced by companies and organizations. We invite companies that collaborate with the university. The partnering companies explain their problems, and our students learn them and come up with solutions by group works. Frankly speaking, just taking PBL will not make students solve companies' problems, but instead, students learn what type of problems do companies face in the real settings and reasonable approaches to solve those problems and how to materialize those approaches. PBL is for 2nd and 3rd year students. The other course in practical output is the experiential and practical programs. We call it EPP. EPP is accredited-approved internship and volunteer programs. The aim of this program is to apply knowledge gained in courses to the real world, to practice problem solving in society through practical training at our host companies. The big difference, or the main difference between PBL and EPP, is that most classes of PBL take place at the university, while EPP is an internship, so students spend most of their time at their host company. Our students tell us that through internship, they are given opportunities to realize what they might be good at and which strengths they might have. So these 2 courses, PBL and EPP, contribute to foster competencies among students. So again, going back and forth between this academic input, liberal arts classes, and practical output, PBL and EPP, is a unique strength of our curriculum. That is, students apply what they have learned. Students first learn liberal arts subjects and apply what they have learned in the classroom setting to the real world setting through internship, for example. And then they feedback what they experienced through their internship to classes again they take at the university. And from that, they are expected to further apply knowledge that they have gained to PBL or other output programs. So I hope this makes sense in terms of going back between academic output and practical output. Besides that, this is our global network. We have 35 partner universities in 23 countries. All students have a chance to attend exchange programs in the schools. Of course, credits students earn through these programs can be transferred to Eikei University's credit system. Our campus is a 15-story floor building, and the dormitory is located in the building. It can accommodate over 100 students, and security officers stay in the building 24/7. So the dormitory is a very secure environment. Next is our financial support programs. first, our yearly tuition fee is about 540,000 Japanese yen. Because we are a public university, the tuition is much cheaper than other universities. And when it comes to financial support, we have a tuition waiver programs. If you are awarded, the tuition will be discounted by 50%. Another financial aid program is called the Special Scholarship. All international students who will enter Eikei with a student visa are eligible for this scholarship. Eikei University will supply 50,000 Japanese yen every month for the maximum of 4 years. Because this is a conditioned scholarship, we evaluate students' academic grades every 6 months, and the grades must meet the university criteria. But if students meet them, they will continue to receive the scholarship for the maximum of 4 years. By the combination of this special scholarship and the tuition waiver, which I just talked, they will cover students' total amount of 4-year education and the enrollment fee. So this is an example of cost of living in Japan. And about the career path, because this year is our 4th year since the university was established, we don't have alumni yet. At this moment, I cannot tell you the actual career path in details. And students are on job hunting or at the end of job hunting, and we've been gathering information. But based on our curriculum or through our observation, we assume our graduates will find employment our local or international business or companies, environmental businesses, and NPOs and NGOs related to SDGs. And we have a career support office. The professional officials will give students with comprehensive supports, such as career guidance, workshops for interview practice, and counseling services. They also support international students who expect to work in Japan in the future. Finally, admission. We have 2 application periods. The first window is scheduled in the middle of October, and the second window is in middle of January. This is for autumn intake in 2025. In the first day selection, we will choose candidates by screening application documents and short essay. The main requirement of application is that candidates must complete 12 years of education, including high school, in their country or foreign countries. Successful candidates by first stage will move on to the second stage selection, which consists of online interview, which may last about 40 minutes. This is a list of application documents. You can download documents from 1 to 5 and 8. Please check our website. And here's a list of our list of the English language proficiency tests that we accept as application documents. From this year, we accept Duolingo that you can take online, and application fee is cheaper than other tests. So in case you have completed your high school education in English, you may submit its diploma instead of score reports. And finally, this is the result of entrance examination in this academic year. We accept a few students for spring intake. In autumn intake, we accept 20 students enrollment. If the number of enrollment does not reach the admission capacity, a third window may be conducted, and this depends on the year. So I quickly went through this, but thank you for your attention, and we are happy to take questions later. Now, next is a presentation from our student, Ms. Igawa. Thank you. Igawa-san, can you start your presentation?
Hello, thank you so much, Professor Nakajima, for your presentation. Hello, again, I am Miku Igawa, and I will be presenting about student life at Eikei University of Hiroshima. Today's agenda includes a brief introduction on myself and the reasons for selecting UH, followed by an overview of Hiroshima's notable attractions, such as Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. Thirdly, I'll outline the potential monthly expenses for those residing in the dorm versus living independently, detail the dormitory itself, and offer some tips and advice for future students. Lastly, I'll present a brief photo gallery to illustrate what student life at UH might entail. So again, my name is Miku Igawa, and I am from Sacramento, California. I'm currently in my 4th year at Eikei University of Hiroshima, where I also work as a RA. I was recommended to this university by my grandfather, who is originally from here. The wide range of courses offered here has allowed me to acquire valuable skills that are applicable across various fields in the future. Although I was initially uncertain about my academic path, I've been captivated by the diverse learning opportunities here at UH. So why Eikei? A distinctive feature of Eikei is its active learning environment. Classes are designed to foster student engagement through methods such as group discussions and presentations. With lectures consisting only 20% of class time, there is a greater emphasis on collaboration with peers and acquiring practical experience. Additional factors considered included the small class sizes, the max of 25 students per class, allowing for greater interaction between professors and students. Courses are offered in both Japanese and English, enabling students to earn their bachelor's degree even without Japanese proficiency. Moreover, there are numerous volunteer and internship opportunities, participation in which is mandatory for graduation. The accommodating photo is my fieldwork experience from a project-based learning class. Moving on, I will talk about life in Hiroshima or its attractions. The Peace Memorial Park stands as the city's most prominent and frequented landmark. The park encompasses various features, with the Peace Memorial Museum and the Atomic Bomb Dome being particularly notable. Eikei's curriculum emphasizes peace and global exchange, frequently prompting student visits to the park for diverse activities. The A-bomb dome is a building nearest to the bomb's hypocenter that survived the explosion. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park is a reminder for the dire consequences of nuclear warfare and the profound importance of peace. Other notable attractions in Hiroshima include Hiroshima Castle, which is excellent for learning about the city's history and offers a splendid view. Miyajima is renowned for the Itsukushima Shrine, with its main structures built over water. The island is also home to many wild deer. Last year, it was visited by G7 leaders, highlighting its status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okonomiyaki, savory pancake-like dish, is originally created during wartime and is one of Hiroshima's famous culinary specialties. And then lastly, Hondori District is a downtown and primary shopping area of Hiroshima. Its convenient location near the school makes it a popular hangout spot for the students. Costs are a significant consideration when deciding to study abroad. Below is a comparison of the potential monthly expenses for students living in the dorm versus those living independently. Both Japanese and international students share the dorm, which options for private rooms or shared accommodations. The costs fluctuate between the living arrangements, and the listed price is for a single. Those seeking greater housing flexibility, living alone may be preferable. The expenses differ if you opt for a shared living space. The displayed price accounts for a student with one roommate. The international dorm is student governed and features 5 floors designated for women only, men only, and mixed gendered living. Both Japanese and international students reside together, participating in a variety of events and activities designed to foster intercultural exchange. Our aim is to cultivate a harmonious and comfortable living space. Typically, students may reside in the dorm for up to 2 years, and if you're from overseas, I think we're starting a program where you can live up to 4 years. Next, I will discuss points I wish I had known before coming to Eikei University. Although degrees are offered regardless of Japanese proficiency, I found that fluency in Japanese greatly affected my ability to make friends, which might have been challenging without some knowledge of the language. Social life is a significant part of the college experience, so studying the language is highly recommended. The more you know, the better. It's crucial to participate in clubs or extracurricular activities to break the routine of merely attending classes and studying. Time is precious, and I believe that if I had engaged more proactively in these activities earlier, I could have enjoyed my time more, interacting with peers outside of class and connecting over shared interests. UH has partnerships with many local museums and the Hiroshima Symphony Orchestra, offering discounted or free entry upon presenting your student ID card. This is a wonderful benefit that many students overlook, and it's an excellent opportunity for cultural appreciation and immersion. And lastly, even as a Japanese American, I encountered numerous cultural shocks upon arrival. If you're not adaptable and willing to acclimate to Japanese culture, you may face difficulties while living in Japan. Japan has a collective society that differed greatly from the individualistic society in the US. Looking back, I've changed significantly since my arrival. However, my acclimation to Japanese norms was likely smoother compared to other international students. With this in mind, maintaining an open-minded attitude will enhance your experience at Eikei University and overall in Japan. And then for the last bit for the presentation, I have a small photo gallery to help illustrate what student life is like at UH. First is a collaboration project involving upcycling bottle caps in a project based on in class. Second, also known as AK Top, the 15th floor is a popular study area for students with a great city view. Third is the Entrepreneurship Club on their fieldwork excursion, accompanied by Dean Professor Toshiyuki. First one, Hiroshima Station is the largest in the city, is a key hub for accessing various areas of Hiroshima. The student ports, the port program itself includes 40 students and 2 faculty members providing academic support. And then the English Lounge, a student-run community, promotes English use outside of class and hosted a gingerbread house making party. Students also have opportunities to plant rice. This is one of the experiences in INI. Warizu Tower is an also popular attraction site, also offers stunning views. English Lounge has free English resources, including books and movies. And then this is the last slide. The university library offers interlibrary loan services, copying services, etc. The atomic boom, and then the photography club is just one of the many extracurriculars offered at the school. That is all for my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it greatly, and I hope I was able to provide some insight on student life at Eikei as a student. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Igawa-san, for your great and informative presentation. Now we're going to have Mr. Ueda from Academic Affairs Office at Eikei University to moderate or respond to some of the questions that we got from the audience. Ueda-san, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kenji Ueda. I'm a staff member of Academic Affairs Office, and we still have probably 7 minutes. So if you have any questions, please let us know. We will answer your questions.
I think there's a question in the Q&A box.
Hello, thank you so much for your question. So how many hours of study? I would say I study maybe two hours a day, or maybe 3 hours a day, depending on what sort of classes I have. But it's always important to sort of reference materials that you're going to have for the next class. The teachers always provide materials in advance. So depending on then, maybe my time will increase, but I would say Because we are on a quarter system, we usually have 2 months of classes and 1 month of break. During the break, you do have a lot of time for clubs or visiting shrines and so on. So I would say compared to other universities, we may be more flexible in times of being more social and things. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The question was, how many hours do you spend on studying on average? Ueda-san, can you take other questions? Do you see them?
Okay, we have question. Could you show the offered course slide again? And Nakajima Sensei, would it possible? I'm trying to
Yes.
hold on.
Do you see my slides? These are the
Yeah.
liberal arts courses. Do you see them? Or
Yes, I
okay,
can see that. And also,
these
I'm
are the
going
ICT
to,
data science and some we call it thinking courses, including logical thinking and project management and facilitation. And these classes are these classes. I don't know if they are listed on our website. Probably not. But if you have any questions about the courses themselves, please feel free to contact us.
yes, we are going to share the course list. If you would like have it, please email us.
I see.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. And the next question is your school top rated in the computer science majors? For these questions, we have we have three primary majors, which is business and environmental studies and the humanities. So we have several subjects relating to the computer science, but I'm afraid we do not have a computer science major. And next question is there many opportunity to enrich yourself in Japanese culture? So Igawa-san, do you have any idea for this question?
Thank you for your question. I would say definitely. Right now we have Japanese Culture Club where students, I think right now what they're mainly doing is playing the koto or like a traditional Japanese instrument. Or we have, as I shown in the slideshow before, some students, were able to experience rice planting in the fields of Ini. And then, but because we are right in the heart of Hiroshima, I would say even like through your everyday life, you're going to be exposed to or be open to many opportunities to experience Japanese culture. So I would say as a school, yes. And then the location we're located in is also very optimal for that.
Okay, thank you. So next question is, how hard was it applying to the school in America? So this for the Igawa-san, did you think of applying for the school in the US before coming to the Eikei?
So I'm currently a fourth-year student, and I had applied right when it was still in the middle of COVID. I would say maybe then it was a little bit harder just because everything had to be, there were no alumni then, or, I mean, there's no alumni now, but I was applying to be someone in the first class. So I would say, if anything, Now it might be easier. There's more examples and students that you can look towards, and then everyone is very helpful. So please feel free to ask any of the students any questions, or we have Professor Nakajima here too to help. So I would say it was relatively easy. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So it's time to end our presentation. Thank you very much for joining our presentation.
Thank you very much for listening.